Willie Hampton spent nearly a decade in the Navy. Now he has a new mission.
When a veteran walks through that door, we try to take care of every need, whatever that need is.
The Disabled American Veterans is a nationwide organization meant to help veterans transitioning back into civilian life.
This is our common area where we hold our meetings. This is our kitchen here.
Hampton helps run the Birmingham chapter. It's one of the oldest, dating back to 1926. Each week, the staff provides assistance for veterans working to obtain VA and other types of benefits.
We'll bring them in here. We make sure that their personal information is kept quiet, even if there's more than one veteran in here.
The chapter provides the service to nearly 50 veterans each month. They also work to feed veterans, many who are now homeless.
Disabled veterans, we're just normal people. We've served. We love our communities. But you have to know that we have challenges also. A lot of times we don't know what a veteran is dealing with.
Disabled American Veterans was a key group in recognizing post-traumatic stress disorder. The organization helps develop the primary treatment the VA uses today. For Hampton, the work is a calling, and it's also his own treatment. He says it helps him with the depression he suffers with from his time in the Navy.
It's easy to say, I serve or I'm a servant, but if you're a real servant, this is where it's at. This is so rewarding because every day you come here, you get a chance to help somebody. Most of the time when they walk through that door, if nothing else in common, you have that you went to boot camp together.
Brenda, all of the food on this truck was donated by restaurants and grocery stores instead of being thrown away. Well, now it's all loaded up, ready to go to Clara in the morning, and families are going to be able to drive through and pick it up, and they will not go hungry this week.
Donna Dahl is bringing in a food rescue from Sprouts grocery store.
More salads, lots of eggs.
Sometimes Dahl helps weigh and sort the food. Other times she volunteers to deliver it to families in need.
The faces when you open the door and they see there's a box of food for them, it is very emotional. They are so grateful, so very grateful that they're not forgotten.
From January to June, Grace Klein rescued more than 500,000 pounds of food in the Birmingham metro, valued at more than $1.2 million.
When the food gets to the day or the day before, they take it off the shelves, and normally before we came along, it would go right into the dumpster. Now we're getting it and we're able to give it out that day so people have it that day. So it's not expired, it's not bad, it's still good food.
Lisa Rip sees a high demand for the food,
One donut, one milk, one box, one turkey.
which is available for pickup 6 days a week. Many families making too much for government assistance, but still needing help filling their fridge.
But you hear people in tears that didn't know that they were going to be able to get grocery for their family for nothing. It's incredible, and I don't have words for it, you know, to see, because they're out there and people are just literally hungry. Hunger hurts, you know, and we're able to heal that, you know, and through the love of Jesus.
Grace Klein needs more volunteers to help rescue food. They are close to their goal of having 500 volunteers by the end of July. I have information on how to sign up to help in this story right now on ABC3340.com. Reporting live in Jefferson County, I'm Lauren Walsh, ABC 3340 News.
ABC 3340's Valerie Bell joins us now from the shop. Val, what's it look like out there now?
Brenda, Steven, the doors are locked and you can see inside the lights are off and it's completely empty, and everyone's wondering the same thing. When will Sam's Super Sandwiches be back open? At least a dozen people came by Sam's Super Sandwiches around lunchtime looking for something good to eat.
It was between the bacon cheeseburger and the slaw dogs.
But unfortunately, no one was dining in, dining out, or dining at all. They were forced to eat somewhere else. Sam's closed September 25th.
Wow, just disappointed. Great place to eat, good people, good service, kind of an icon, you know, good hot dogs.
Andy Wheat was a loyal customer.
I came here pretty much every morning and afternoon for 6 weeks while I was doing a project across the street.
And others just heard through the grapevine how good it was.
I was excited to check it out. I've heard good things about it, so it's disappointing.
I was a little upset. I was looking forward to a good sandwich.
There was no sign on the door or any information available as to why the shop wasn't open. Sam Graffo's son Ted says he is planning to reopen, likely somewhere else in Homewood. But why? Graffo's couldn't offer specifics at the moment, but says he is speaking with an attorney. We also made multiple attempts to contact Ken Shea, who is the owner of the building. We stopped in, emailed, and called. We've not heard back. So we began looking at standard commercial leases in Alabama. We found out there typically isn't a death clause.
It would have to be specific in the lease that the lease would terminate upon that person's death. Otherwise, the lease will continue on.
Well, in your 10 years of experience and the leases that perhaps you've seen, have you seen this clause at all?
I've not on a commercial lease.
For right now, the community hopes the longtime Homewood staple will reopen their doors.
I know a lot of people do. A lot of people. Every morning, people come out here and drink coffee, eat. Good place.
Now we will continue to stay on top of this story and bring you an update as soon as we get more information. Live in Homewood, Valerie Bell, ABC 3340 News.
After 16 years.
Yeah, I can put another cross up.
Shonda Greathouse has been decorating a 6-foot cross cemented near Highway 269 in her son's memory. It's gone.
But I can't replace that one because my daddy built it. Daddy's been in heaven 11 years.
Shonda's 17-year-old son, Curtis, died after an 18-wheeler pushed him into another truck driving in the opposite direction. The cross was where she'd spend time with him, especially on holidays.
Christmas Day, I'll watch my grandkids, open their Christmas, and then I'll go to the cemetery and kiss the ground, and then I'll go to the cross and talk to him because that's where I feel him at, is at the cross. I don't feel him at the cemetery.
She didn't feel him this Christmas.
A lot more crying this year. I feel like he got ran over all over again.
The last time she saw the cross was December 7th. It's not the only missing marker. She has another cross waiting.
Now we don't know what to expect if we try to put another one up. I've called the county, I've called the state. They don't know what I'm talking about, so we don't know what to do right now.
I called the county and state too. The state tells me they typically remove items in the right-of-way if they are obstructions, but they weren't able to tell me if they removed Curtis's cross, just that it's possible. Whether it was the state or someone who stole it, she still wants answers.
I wish they would have wrote a letter, got a hold of me. My hope is maybe, just by a chance of God, that cross is still around. I would bring it home and put it up in the garden.